Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today the road brings us to West Monroe, Louisiana, and we are here at Duck Commander. This is where it all started, where Phil Robertson invented the duck call, and not long after that, popular TV show Duck Dynasty. And we are here at their store, and we are going to explore. Hey, it's pretty cool, it rhymed. And we'll get started right after the station identification. Uncle Si, we have 2 tickets and we're going on a tour.
Oh, there ain't one thing better than duck hunting. That's preparing a duck hunt.
I'm Phil Robertson, probably better known as the Duck Commander.
We started our tour off with a little short film that gave the background on the Duck Commander story. So now we are going into a little more.
The only other room in the cabin was a combination kitchen and dining area. The cook stove was fueled by natural gas from the well that was located down the hill across the creek.
This is a recreation of what the Robertsons' little house looked like. Here's a third-grade photograph of Phil Robertson. A room with all of their family photographs. Here's Miss Kay when she was a baby. Miss Kay's maiden name was Cheraw, and she was born on December the 21st, 1947 in West Monroe, Louisiana. And her family owned a grocery store. And here is a photograph of that grocery store. It opened in 1926, the Cheraw General Store. And this cabinet is a 1918 cabinet that came from the original Cheraw grocery store. Phil was not only a football player, also baseball. And here's Miss Kay right there. And there is Phil when he was 16 and Kay when she was 15. This is a old cigarette machine, vending machine. You put your money in and press your brand. You won't see them anymore. I bet you don't know who this is. We know this fella now is Uncle Si. And there's Si in his military uniform. Here's a photograph of Phil and Terry Bradshaw. They went to college together and played football together also. After college, Phil got a job teaching English and PE in Junction City, Arkansas.
It didn't take long for a production line to form. Jep was the youngest, so his job was to sweep up the sawdust in the shop. The oldest son, Alan, used a bandsaw to cut the ends of the calls. Phil ran a drill press to set up and calibrate the pieces. Jace and Willie dipped the calls in polyurethane and dried them on nails. Once the calls were dried, the boys sanded them down to a fine finish. Last and most important, Phil blew every single call to make sure that it sounded like a duck. From day one, Phil was convinced that his duck call sounded more like a live duck than anything else on the market, and he wanted to make sure his products were always perfect. Duck Commander still follows that same principle today.
Willie Robertson was quoted saying, "Growing up a Robertson meant we were involved with the family business, whatever it was at the time." Here are the covers of their videos. They make duck hunting videos. So this is a big asset to their business. The youngest son, Jep, he is the one that primarily films those videos. And they said in 1988, Jace told me he was absolutely certain that no one would watch my videos. Said Phil Robertson. My collection of their videos as well as their VHS tapes. And there is Willie and Corey when they were young. When Willie was 30 years old, he took over the business, Duck Commander. There is the family, and Willie and Corey. And there's his Boss Hog outfit. In 2005, Corey Robertson said, when Willie and I bought Duck Commander, we knew we were taking a leap of faith. There were some obstacles to overcome, but we believed in what Phil and Kay started and wanted more than anything to see it reach its full potential. You see this photograph here of Willie, and this is that jacket. And Corey's wearing that red dress, and here it is here. And this was the opening to the show. Now, this is pretty cool. You have probably seen this in the show. It was set up just like this, with Willie sitting behind the desk there. There's Willie. The show here, this room was used in making the TV show right there. You can see them sitting around talking and playing, making the duck calls.
Insert into the barrel, slight twist, slight pressure.
And he is showing how to put together a duck call. So we're going to learn how to make a duck call. 4 pieces.
Insert, put it together, and then do not do this. This is the barrel.
Cool.
This is where your lips go.
Debbie didn't do it right. Wrong end.
Oh.
Congratulations. That's how you do it.
Oh, cool. Season 9 and more duck calls. And here's a giant duck call. I think now we're going to experience a duck hunt. This is going to be cool. So this is like what it's like being on a duck hunt, and we're not getting bit by mosquitoes. Here's a poster from the Blind recent movie, and this is inside the Cheraw home in 1963. So if you saw the movie, this is what I can remember it looked like. And it's film set. If you saw the movie or haven't seen it, these are the clothes that Phil and Miss Kay wore in the movie. This is the film set inside of Phil and Miss Kay's home. Phil and Kay raise the boys here while Phil is teaching, and when he runs King's Lounge and this was all in the movie. This set was built in an existing trailer that was converted back to how it looked in the late 60s. In the film, Kay visits a church seeking salvation and a place to stay. The preacher offers her and the boys a house across the street until they got their own place. They built this set in a vacant home to feel like a simple furnished home from the early 70s. Some stills from the movie. This is original 1908 cabinet from the Cheraw store. And some of the costumes from Dancing with the Stars. It's a photograph, daughter of Willie and Corey, Sadie. In 2014, she was a celebrity competitor on Dances with the Stars, season 19. All these toys and bobbleheads. Talk about marketing. T-shirts. In the gift shop, they have duck calls that you can purchase. This is the cut down 2.0, the 6-in-1 whistle. And there are folks from all over that has visited, and where they're from. Wow. In the movie The Blind, when Phil went to live in the woods out in the swamp, this was the trailer he stayed in. That is going to do it for our trip to West Monroe, Louisiana, to the Duck Commander Duck Dynasty Mecca. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I really love those scenes that they had set up from the movie The Blind. If you haven't seen it, you really need to see it. It is a good, inspiring movie. Again, if you enjoyed this video, give us a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share with your family and friends. Hunting dogs are ready to go. But for now, y'all have a good day.